many of our viewers want a direct line to this man right here, Bryce Wylde. So we're going to ask some questions that they've been asking us, and you can answer.
Love it.
Here's one. Why do I have to talk to my doctor about any natural supplements I'm taking?
Oh, wow. That is absolutely imperative. You know, here's the thing. I get this all the time when my patients come to me and say, I didn't tell them.
Yeah.
When I've asked them vehemently, please share. In fact, I want to create a line of communication with their primary healthcare physician. It is so imperative because even if something is natural, as in the realm of supplements and nutraceutics, even vitamins and minerals at high doses, they can absolutely interact with the pharmaceutical medication that you might be prescribed.
Right.
Imperative. So they come to me often, I guess they're embarrassed. I don't know what the real true emotion is.
I think none of us want to bother anybody. I feel like we don't want to, like you're with your doctor and you think my time is limited and I don't want to sort of fill their ear with a whole bunch of stuff that might be irrelevant. And that's such a bad attitude to have.
Or they feel like they're being dismissed. Or here's the most common, actually, the most common response, I'll give it to you, the most common response from a MD medical doctor is stop that. But not because they understand what it is, specifically because they don't understand what it is and or don't have the time to understand what it is. Because I'll tell you something, sometimes it's the best thing that they could be doing, and often it is. So they're open and honest with us, and so we have to know about the pharmaceutics and do they mix with the natural medicines or not. But then when they go to the doctor's like, I don't have time for one organ and one symptom today, and that's it. So you're,
one organ and one symptom. Okay, but you've got to say it. Say it to your primary physician because they need to know what you're taking in the natural world, so that you can see if everything works together.
Perfect. Well, and here's the thing. This is a duality here. So sometimes, let's say you're taking a statin, a cholesterol-lowering medication. Okay, so you're taking something like lovastatin. Okay, for example, you absolutely should not be taking a supplement called red yeast rice. That will also depress cholesterol. However, you should be taking coenzyme Q10, known as ubiquinol, because that will help with the side effects of this particular pharmaceutic as a cholesterol. So there's such a duality there, and unfortunately, they just don't get the education in school.
Here's another question: what is the critical difference between natural and conventional medicine?
Right, natural. So for a long time, we've been called or dubbed alternative, and that's out. And then it was sort of complementary alternative medicine, and that's out. And now more of this realm of natural functional. And what that really means, as in my clinic, we practice alongside with medical doctors and specialties within conventional. Conventional only being the last real couple of 100 years, prior to which we sort of our mode of employment of natural medicines have been around for thousands of years. And this is sort of Eastern versus Western philosophies. But here's the bottom line. Conventional versus natural. Conventional is symptom approach. What are your current symptoms and how do we perhaps suppress them? And or triage in the ER room. You know, you need a surgery. Wonderful, wonderful approach to medicine when you need it. Natural is a focus on all of the underlying issues and all of the multiplicities of organs and systems. And putting it all to, it's a holistic approach, also considering for environment, lifestyle, diet, nutrition. Just heard from Joey, so important, things like microbes good for you, whereas conventional is, how do we kill them? We're like, well, how do you reintroduce these good bacteria, which are favorable and induce a particular health outcome?
It sounds a little bit more preventative.
Much more preventative.
Right, than just a reactionary.
Yep, absolutely. So an ounce of, well, it has an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, is the old
thank God you got it, because I wasn't going to get it. I'm like, phew, he got it. Okay, really good. And keep those questions coming. We are reading our Facebook. We do read our Twitter. And when we get the expert here that you want to hear from, we will ask them all the questions. Thank you, Bryce. Let's